Hi guys, and welcome to my next installment of my makeup inventory and collection. If you have not seen the introduction or my foundation, BB cream, and face powder video, I will link that playlist down below. But basically I go through each category, I tell you a little bit about the products, kind of what my thinking is with panning, how it's been going the last couple years, and it really helps me rediscover my collection because I open it up, I really show you, I do some swatches and things like that, especially with products like blushes that I've been really focusing on one blush, and then I go through and make sure that I actually want them, make sure that they're still good, things like that, and then it really just helps me go through my collection and really realize I don't need to buy anything. So, well, I do have to buy some things, but if you watched last week's inventory, that would make sense. Some, like blushes, don't need to buy. Okay, so today we're going to do concealers, primers, and cream blushes. There are 3 categories. Well, technically 4 categories, I suppose. 2 of them I really hit my goal, and one of them I'm kind of close, but I definitely need to work on it a little bit more. So the first one we'll do is concealers. In 2015, I had 9 concealers. Some of them were samples, some of them were just like half used. I just had a lot of concealers. In 2016, I had 5. In the beginning of this year, I had 1. I really want 2 to 3 in this category, to be honest. I want 1 I use for underneath my eyes and 1 for more blemishes. So I had this Boing concealer that I was using for both underneath my eyes and blemishes, but it was a little bit too greasy. I don't know if that's the right word, but like oily for my blemishes. It just kind of moved around. Underneath my eyes, it worked perfectly, and I love it. It's the Benefit Boing Concealer in 01. I love it underneath my eyes. My eyes don't get really dark circles. They actually get like really white. And so I need something that adds, honestly, a little bit of color instead of like most people like, I need to brighten my under eyes. I need to add some color to them or they look really strange. So this was the concealer I had at the beginning of the year. And then just this last week or 2 weeks ago, I got the Hard Candy Glamouflage Heavy Duty Concealer. This actually came with like a little pencil concealer. I am decluttering that, getting rid of it because I'm not going to use it. But this is one that I love. It is super pigmented. It is very pale. It's an ultra light. So in the summertime I will have to get a little bit of a darker one. But this works really well. It's really thick and it's supposed to be able to cover like tattoos. It's supposed to kind of be a dupe for the Kat Von D Tattoo Concealer. That's what I've heard. I've had it before and I really liked it. I've never had the Kat Von D concealer or foundation, so I'm not sure. But I really like this. This is definitely a cheap option for anyone who wants a concealer that's really awesome. So this is my blemish concealer and my under eye concealer. This is my super happy place about 2 concealers. If there was one that could do both, that would be great too. That's why it's like 1 to 3. Because if I have a backup of one of them, you know, technically it could be 4 if I have a backup of both of them. If they both happen to be going out at the same time. So, anyways, that's how my number was technically 1 at the beginning of the year. But I was not liking how the Boing concealer was working on blemishes. So, I got the Glamouflage. Next category is we will do face primers. In 2015 I had 5, in 2016 I had 3, at the beginning of the year I have 1, and I still only have 1. There is one that I might be purchasing. If you watched my BB cream inventory last week, there's an order on Birchbox that has a BB cream and a primer, and I really want to get that because I've been trying to look for cruelty-free or more natural primers, and I haven't really found them, especially at the drugstore. I don't live near a Sephora. Yeah, it's just really out of my way, so I don't go there. If there's a really good primer at like Ulta or the drugstore, let me know. I've tried the Tea Tree Pore Minimizer. I don't like it. It didn't seem to do anything, and I don't have big pores to deal with, so I need more like a blurring, and that's what this Maybelline Master Prime is, kind of a blurring, or if there's a brightening one, that's really great. let me know, because like I said, I am going to make that order on Birchbox, I think, but then I don't want to order. That's a really, really expensive primer, and I got a sample of it, and it is, I don't know if it's natural, but I know it's cruelty-free, but I don't want to keep spending that much money on a primer unless that's the only one I can find that I really like. So trying to go cruelty-free. That one I didn't, but we're working on it. The next is eye primers, and I had 4 at the beginning of 2015, 2 the beginning of 2016, and I had 1 the beginning of this year. Still only have 1. And this is the L'Oreal Magic Decrease eye primer. Again, let me know if there's a cruelty-free or more natural eye primer. I don't use this every single day. It depends on what cream shadow I'm using. I love cream shadow bases, and so like if I'm using my Maybelline color tattoos or things like that stay on for such a long time, I don't use an eye primer. It's ones that aren't as long lasting, or I want my makeup to last a long time. If I'm going, like today I'm going to church, I'm filming these videos, I'm going to church, I don't really care what my makeup looks like at the end of the day. I don't plan on going anywhere or doing anything like super special. So I didn't use the eye primer today because I was like, it will last the amount of time I need it to. I don't want to put on an eye primer. So while I like eye primers and I want to have one in my collection, a lot of times I don't feel like they're super necessary, but if I was going to go, like if I go to work and then I know I have something that evening, I will put an eye primer on, just so it will last like the 12, 13 hours I need it to. So anyways, yes. The next category and the last category we're going to do today, that's why I said we're going to do like 4, because those 3 were super short. This one is also pretty reasonably sized. The next category is cream blushes. I had 8 in 2015, 2 in 2016. There were a lot of little samples and little like packs. I technically used up, I believe, 1 last year, 1 or 2, and now I have 3. So the 3 that I have are the one that's in my Project Pan, which I had an update earlier in the week, and this is the same day. I'm filming this on the same day, so there's the same amount of progress, so I'm not too worried about showing it to you. This is the Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush in Hot Tamale. This is the one I want to be done this year. Go ahead and give you a swatch of it. I like it, but for cream blushes, I really want a really more natural color. This is pretty bright, and it takes a lot to like blend it in. I just want something that's super easy to blend. I like the formula, so I might try like a lighter one, because a lot of people complain that they weren't super pigmented, and I don't want a super pigmented cream blush. I want it for like days I want to wear BB cream and a cream blush and be good to go. Because I am super pale most days if I put on foundation, or like I need blush if I'm going to wear any sort of makeup. But there's that. There's the Hot Tamale. This is the one I'm working on and will be working on this year. The next one, if I do get that finished, is going to be this Sally Hansen Ginger, obviously cream blush. This is the color. So it's a darker one, but a little bit more natural. This is a really, really, really heavy swatch, and I apologize. Really heavy. But again, it's super pigmented, so it's not something that I would repurchase. Sorry, like I said, super pigmented. I got super crazy. And so I have to be really careful with this one as well. Again, not a natural blush for me. The last one, which I think is going to be the one that's at least the color that I want. I haven't really tested this one, or the Sally Hansen one, or this one. This one or the Sally Hansen one for like wear test yet, but this is the e.l.f. cream blush. I don't know if it has, oh, here it is, in tease. So it looks like this. This one is super, like I said, the color I want, we'll have to see on a wear test, because I haven't worn this a ton. But that's what I want. I want something that's not super pigmented, just a little hint of color, and I really, really like that. And then I know I can build this up if I really wanted to. That Sally Hansen one just comes out too dark, and this one's just too bright. But those are the 3 cream blushes that I have. I'd want one probably just because I just want that one natural color. And I prefer powder blushes, but I do like cream blushes for more like lazy days or less makeup days or whatever you want to call them. So yeah, those were the 4 categories that we went through today. Hope you stay tuned. Next week I'm going to go through my powder blushes, which I have so many, and it's going to be a much longer video for just that one category because it's definitely a category I need to work on. And I will talk to you later. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you liked it, and bye.